Subscribe or I'll make sure you're hard stuck in S. Alrighty, what is quacking, everyone? So yesterday the patch notes dropped and they're pretty nice patch notes, like the buffs. No Trizuka nerf for anyone who was hoping for that. Sorry, cry about it. But anyways, I want to focus more on the X rank changes and ranked in general. So at the top, it's just, matchmaking with additional weapon combinations. That just means it's adding the newer weapons. You can use the new weapons. But one of the biggest important changes is players with less than 2,000 are now separated from players with higher than 2,000. They will no longer be matched together. Change will be applied immediately after the update to version 6.0.0. So that is a huge W right there and a step in the right direction, because beforehand you could, if you're like 1800, you can match with like a 2200 and get your butt spanked, get some cactuses thrown at you and cry because the game lasted 30 seconds and you're not good enough to deal with it. But now, you can climb easier and just play against people in your similar power ranking, which is very good and healthy for, solo queue competitiveness. And then another awesome change is that they changed the minimum range of power. So if you're less than 2,500, it's minus 75 on 0 wins 3 losses, and then plus 25 as you go up, and then 3 wins 0 losses is plus 75. But then as you move up, though, it gets shorter and shorter. So if you're above 3,000, you get minus 20 if you go 0-3, and then if you go 3-0, you get plus 20. And this is just the minimum range. So what's nice about this is that the higher you go, the less likely you are to lose a bunch of points, or you're probably not going to lose a bunch of points, which is nice, because that was a huge complaint about X battles, is the fact that, oh, hey, I'm at, 2,700 and I lose a game. I lose like 80 points, but I win a game and I gain like 8 points. So that was, that's like a whole thing. And they changed it now, obviously, in S3, where it's like, you play 3 games or however many, you play 5 games, best of 5. And, even if you go like 3-0, you could still get like jack all for points. But this is nice now, as, you're not going to lose a bunch of points. And then when you try to gain them back, it's like, here you go, here's plus 10. You went 3-0. Here, how's this plus 12 doing for you? You like that? You like plus 12? I hope you like it. So that's a very welcome change as well. And then another thing they added is, they added badges now. For the higher you go, the more badges you get. And then at the bottom, if you're either in Tentatek or Takorak division, you're gonna have different looking badges for whatever division you're in. So that's a nice adjustment. Whatever, some badges made the X ranks a little bit more healthier. But here's my thing with the rank system in Splatoon, and it's garbage. Okay, even with these changes, these are fantastic changes for solo queue players and players who either don't know about Sendo queue or don't want to do Sendo queue because it might be a little too sweaty for them, and X rank is a little bit more their pace. Well, this is still trash. Honestly, it's not good at all. In Splatoon 2, our rank system, the rank system used to be S+0 to S+9, and then you get X rank. And how this felt was, it felt amazing, okay? As you got better, you could feel yourself getting better. You could feel yourself climbing those ranks, getting there, and by the end of my journey to Quad X, when I was in S+9, it felt like, yes, I was asserting my dominance over S+. I deserved X. I deserve my Quad X. I have a video that I posted a while ago, like a year or 2 ago at this point, where, I got Quad X. I posted that video. So that was a fun journey. I got Quad X in under a year, peaked at 2,400. So that was a nice journey. And X felt prestigious. This felt like you earned it. It didn't feel like anybody was just walking into X and like, oh yay, I'm just in X, even though sometimes your teammates were still pretty garbage, because Splatoon 2 didn't have the best skill level of players at the time. And if you wanted real quality matches, well, go play in local tournaments or set up scrims or something. So there was that, which, Splatoon 2 rank system felt pretty decent, even if it wasn't the best. And now with Splatoon 3 system, it is horrid. Okay, first let's start with the S plus. So you have, you know, your C, B, A, S, S plus, and it's S plus 0 to S plus 50. So the lower ranks, whatever, you know, it's cool. It's little babies, whatever. They're just playing around. They're, you know, they're holding the roller down and trying to rickroll everybody. That's cool, whatever. But then you get to S plus 0, and some people just barely scrape into S plus 0. And you know what they go do? They go run right to X rank, and they just get bodied. They're trash. They're garbage. And that's why this change is very nice, because now you're not going to be like a, you know, a 2300 X player paired with like a 1800 X player who just got S plus 0, and they're like, I'm gonna try X rank, I like this rotation, and then you just lose because they can't play the game properly, and you're like, wow, that's great, and then you lose like 100 points and you cry for days because you can't get your points back. So that's why these changes are good, but also it's still not healthy, and it doesn't feel like the person who's bad at the game deserves to even be doing that type of ranked gameplay. Like, it just feels so bad. It's like, oh, I get to hop into X rank. Not to mention the fact that even though you get S plus 0, you still lose it if you do not get to S plus 10 by the end of the season. So you're like, oh, S plus 0 to S again, gotta re-rank up. So that whole system right there is so stupid. The fact that you have to get S plus 10 to make sure you keep X rank the next season. Why do I have to play the Anarchy series just to keep my X rank, to keep playing that extra game mode, that extra rotation alive? That is the stupid thing ever. And not to mention the fact that when you're in S plus, you can it ranges from S plus 0 to S plus 50, and you can match with anybody in that system. And normally the higher S pluses means you're playing against better people. So you could be S plus 4 about to be S plus 5, and then you get stacked against a baller team that again throws cactuses on you, smacks your ice cream out of your hands, and then says that they made out with your mom and took her out to dinner. So yeah, you're gonna deal with that, and it's not gonna be fun. It's not a fun climb. And then also you can be placed with people who are just fresh out of S in S plus 0, who just earned it, and you know their skill level's probably not the greatest. So that's what you're stuck with in S plus, and it's a brutal grind just to make sure that you can keep your X rank. And then on top of that, X rank is a brutal grind because again, you can still just kind of match with anybody who gets in there. Like, let's say you're one of the top players, or you're just a very good player in general, and you always, you know, you always place around like 2300, but maybe one of your placements is off and you're at 1900. Well, now with these changes, if you're 1900, well, you're stuck with little Timmy, who just got an S plus, just got the game for Christmas because it's chill season, just got the game for Christmas. He played his heart out. You know, his brother who played Splatoon 2 in the past, you know, they played for years, so they're like kind of good, they're okay, they're whatever. They just barely get carried by the randoms to S plus 0, and boop, now your games are ruined because you got little Timmy on your team. So yeah, the rank systems are just absolutely garbage in this game. Just the fact that they're so open, and games that they should try and emulate, which honestly, like any rank system needs to like kind of emulate certain games, and this is why we have these formulas, is games like League of Legends, Overwatch, Valorant. Those games have proper ranking systems where it's like bronze, silver, gold, diamond, plat. Like, you know, Splatoon can make its own rank system, but there's a reason those rank systems are in place, and that's because they're decent. When I play in a gold game in League of Legends, I'm playing against other golds. I'm not playing against, you know, a bronze player. So you're matching with people who are on your skill level, and if you're playing, if you're on point, if you're getting better, if you're improving, then you're going to see the rank increase. You're going to get to platinum. It's the same thing with Overwatch. You know, when I play gold games or platinum games, I'm playing against those people in those ranks. So that's why these rank systems are garbage, because you're most likely not going to be paired equally against other people. And I'm obviously, you know, maybe the Splatoon population isn't as high as, you know, League of Legends, obviously, and, you know, games like Overwatch and stuff. So, you know, that's whatever. But still, like, I feel like we still have enough players where they can place people where they need to be for the rank system. So we're actually playing against people on our skill level. I honestly can't say how many games I've had in Splatoon 3 where I'm playing against the enemy team and they are very clearly not on my skill level, or vice versa, where I'm playing against the enemy team and I'm very clearly not on their skill level. There's too many of those games. And even with these adjustments, I feel like there's still going to be too many of those games, especially the fact that you have to grind S plus 10 to keep your X rank. So yay. So Splatoon definitely needs a better rank system with proper climbing. And Again, X rank doesn't feel as prestigious as it did in Splatoon 2. Like when you got X rank, you were like, I'm X rank. I got it. I made it. But in 3, it's like, here's another game mode. Congratulations. Like, yeah, we have series, opens, and X rank. So we have 3 different game modes. Why not? Hear me out, Nintendo. Hear me out. Why not just make unranked with the game modes people want to play, and then have X rank on rotation? Just a thought, unranked and ranked makes sense. That's what all the other games have. I get it, Nintendo's got to be different, but still, that would be nice. But unfortunately, these rank styles are probably never going to be implemented. Nintendo's not about that. They want their games to be, open for everyone, casual, friendly, stuff like that. That's probably never going to happen. They're never going to do anything like that. So the solution falls to the community, which we have done so very, like, it's so good. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's called SendoQ. So here we have SendoQ with a proper ranking system. Leviathan Plus is the highest, and then obviously it just goes down. You got your Leviathans, and then there's Diamond Plus, Diamond, Platinum, Gold, Silver, all those fun little things that a proper rank system needs. And SendoQ is nice, and this is a good community fix. But the issue with SendoQ is that it's probably going to have a lower player base compared to the actual game, because this is more for hardcore players. If something like this was already implemented into the game, then this wouldn't be an issue. Like, the community shouldn't have to make an external website and like resources for people to get good quality gameplay to improve. Some of these people, obviously are on teams. They're trying to be the best that they could be, they're trying really hard. So that's why they come here. Like, this is where you want to go. If you want to get better, come play SendoQ. And, at the top of the top, you got the competitive players. You got Doc Q, Jared, Brand. You got these top players who are playing this, because this is where they can get good solo queue practice. Not X rank. You're not getting it in X rank. This is where you get it, SendoQ. And it's a shame that the top players of the scene and the game have to, go here. So fortunately, the community is willing to put in the legwork. Unfortunately, Nintendo is not going to do that. And that is my issue with the rank system. Even with the changes, it's still not perfect and still not what the community needs to really, get better and push themselves, because people want to play Nintendo games competitively. Look at, like, we literally had Brawl with tripping and it was garbage, but we still made that competitive work. Like, there's so much that we want to do competitively with these games, and Nintendo's just like, nope. Or they give us some sort of rank system that's not even that great. It's like, it's okay. Like, they made it better, but it's still not the best, and they can definitely do better and not force our top players or people who want to improve and climb rank to just, go somewhere else, which is, it's sad. It is, it is what it is, but those are my thoughts and feelings on the rank system. It's a pretty decent patch though. Salmon Run's patch is also good. The buffs are nice, so things have been good. But anyways, those are my thoughts on the rank system, and I will see you in the next one.